Boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm for Classic and welcome to BenchART. So it is today that I do bring you with the big sadness, the NBA 2K20. So this game, it is developed by the Visual Concepts, the same developers behind games like the WWE, for example, and they are using their internal engine. So comparing to NBA 2K19, this game, it is slightly more demanding. So if you take a look at the visual settings, I do recommend you this time to play this game with 720p and go for the low settings. Unfortunately, the low settings disables some of the settings that we were using in the NBA 2K19, like for example the floor reflections. Of course you can enable these by yourself, but it might incur in a small or large penalty in performance. So I just use the presets, the low preset and the median preset. When I decide to use the low presets, I use it 720p. When I decide to use the median preset, I use it the native resolution. So this is the requirements for the game itself. So this game, they are asking for an E3 530, the first gen E3, 4 gigs of RAM and the GT 550 for desktop of 1 gigabyte. So we are, I believe, at the same level more or less as the minimum requirements, and actually the game runs well, acceptably well. For example, at 720p low settings I was able to get an average of 36 frames per second and a 1% low of 17. This 1% low I got during cutscenes, so it wasn't really the playable moments. Aside from those moments, the game did run above 30 frames per second. If you decide to go with median settings, unfortunately the game sometimes do drop from the 30 frames per second even during gameplay. Of course, for this type of game 60 frames per second it is recommended, but since we can't really reach that, at least we are trying to stay above 30 frames per second. So now let's talk about this disaster of a game. NBA 2K20, it is a champion game, a champion of microtransactions. They were able to beat EA Games on their microtransaction stuff. This game, it is pretty much a casino hidden inside the game. Or should I say a game hidden inside a casino? I'm not really sure what is the correct answer for this, but most of the complaints about the player base of this game, it is that this game, it is entirely a casino. If you decide to go it with the career mode, the game it's full of microtransaction stuff. Not only to mention that the game, it is fully bugged and artificial intelligence doesn't work at all that well. Also, not even to compare with NBA 2K19, there is no differences whatsoever. It is pretty much the same game, and they are asking $49.99 for the game. So I don't really want to talk too much about this game, because if you go to Steam, for example, this is the worst rating I ever seen in a game so far. The rating in this game, it is overwhelmingly, I can't even pronounce the word, negative. Alright, it is mostly negative. More than that, it's just 15% of score. I have never seen such low score like this. Probably doesn't really deserve it, but just for the microtransactions, for the bugs and the artificial intelligence, and just by the fact that last year it was the same story and they did nothing to improve it, I think they deserve the score they got. Anyway, if you are kind of a masochist, or if you are crazy and you want to buy the game anyway, you can get the game from Steam for $49.99, but I can get you the game a little bit more cheaper. So if you want to save some bucks, you can buy the game through Green Man Gaming. This is an alternative store to Steam. If you buy through Green Man Gaming, you can still activate the game on Steam. So basically, you buy through Green Man Gaming cheaper. This is a complete legit store. This is not like G2A or Kinguin or stuff like this. This is a super legit store, completely recognized by the developers. If you buy through them, you will pay $43.49 by the time of this video, which is $7 and a half cheaper, or €7 and a half cheaper than on Steam. And like I said, you get the key and you activate on Steam, just like if it was that you brought a Steam game. So yeah, the link, it is on the description in case you want to buy through Green Man Gaming. But again, this game, it is a disaster. Unless you really want this game, and unless you are aware of the issues that this game have, go ahead. but if you don't know it, you are not being informed by me. Just search a little bit on Google or on Steam, and you'll see that most of the people are unsatisfied. Whatever or not, the game is able to play on our laptop, and that was the mission that I had for today. Alright guys, so I think that's all that I want to talk about in NBA 2K20. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video. I just let the CPU play against himself with two different teams, because I'm just a newbie in these type of games, and so I just let the two teams fight themselves using the CPU instead of me playing the game. Alright, so guys, that's it. Thank you a lot for watching, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
And he knocks down the first one. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision to return to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out. They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And it's Green, missing.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Now, here is Russell. Good D by Siakam.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. To the middle, and here's the break. That one goes. Count it.
And the awareness of Gasol in transition. Look at that. I mean, he's set up in just the right spot.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Norman Powell. And McCaw is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cauley Stein. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Green. Robinson's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Russell. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Here's Curry with the 3. That shot no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And there's the pass to McCaw. Toronto working the ball around now. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. 1:33 left to play here in the first. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Pass to Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry's shot is off.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
McCaw, the pass to Ibaka. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Burks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's McCaw, and he uses the glass on the layup. "36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Passes to Burks. Shot from 12. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. McCaw, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. Curry outside. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 12 in the game.
He's going to play his game the way he wants to for a long time, because even when Curry gets older, even when he can't jump and can't run, he will